FM23 Grassroots to Glory in association with the FM Hub. Just sold my star striker. Got him back on loan. Good bit of business? Let's find out. Guten Abend, my Damen und Herren, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ich bin Route 1 FM. I am Route 1 FM, and this is my Football Manager 23 Grassroots to Glory save with Sports Club Liezen. And now in this video we're going to see the transfer window, what business I've done, and a few games as well, and where we are in the league. Now, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button down below, and leave a comment on the video to find out or give me your predictions on where Sports Club Liezen is going to finish this season. If you haven't already as well, head over to the FM Hub. They have got some wonderful stuff going on. We've got a few challenges about to start as well. All you got to do is sign up. You get a free profile. You can have an access to adding your content on the website and a free shout out, shall we say. We've got creators of the day, we've got thumbnails of the week. We've got so much going on to promote everyone's content. So please head over there, sign up, get a profile. We've got forums, we've got communal chats, we've got stuff about mental health. Excuse me, it's all in there. So head over there now. Also, don't forget to head over to 2game.com and use Route 1 as a discount code to get 5% off any game you want on there. Right, now back to Football Manager. Now, after a successful season last season, just finishing outside the promotion and playoffs, what could Liezen do this time? Now, we're here at the preview screen, and they've put us 15-1 to do the league. That's not a bad shout after last season. We've got two players in the Dream 11, Vincent Sabitzer and Thomas Sabitzer. So, I don't know if they are related. Vincent is a new gen, so we're going to say yes, they are related. We know Thomas Sabitzer is related to Marcel Sabitzer, the Man United player. So it runs in the genes. So let's say they are related. They're in the Dream 11, which is fantastic. But as you heard in my intro, I had to sell the top striker, but I got him back on loan. So let's head over to the transfer history just to see what business I have done. Now, as you can see just above here, I know I'm covering a lot of it, but Boluska Basic, I'm sorry if I pronounced that name wrong, has joined Borussia Dortmund. Our top goal scorer from last season with 22 goals, 23 goals, has left us for Borussia Dortmund. Liezen signed him for £2,000. We've sold him for £500,000. I call that the Anelka effect. You buy someone cheap, you sell them at a big profit. Money's coming in. Look at that. It was fantastic. £500,000 to Borussia Dortmund. And they've agreed to loan him back as well. I'll go him back for this season at least. Also coming in, we got Hassan Ibrahimovic, a midfielder. He looks good. I played against him, or my team played against him last season. He done well in midfield, so I've used him as a backup. With Saad going, we needed to bring some reinforcements for up front. Gabriel Francesco da Silva Lema, plucked from the Brazilian second division, has come in on a free transfer. Absolute, what a steal that was. Really good. Also, Stefan Radakovic has come in, another midfielder, and I tell you something, he is blinding. Pre-season, he was just unstoppable in the middle. Fantastic. Also, experienced Austrian striker Alexander Roffa has come in, which is really good. Again, free transfer. Getting on it's the wrong side of 30, I believe now. So, but he gives experience to the club, and something that we do need, because it is quite a young team. Also, Eric Decker has also come in from Klausdorf, £42,500. Central defender, needed a bit of not experience but guile in there, and he gives that. Him and Sabitzer together in pre-season, brilliant. And then you can see it there. He is no longer with us. Arthur Owonkwo from the Arsenal youth scheme. He's come in, free transfer, but he managed to play one game for us, and I had to release him because of his wages. I looked at the finances, I went, wow, that's quite a lot. I should have picked it up beforehand, but I was just so excited to get him on board, and I couldn't afford it, so I've had to let him go. He's joined Forest Green at the minute. So notable departures, Josper Karikic has gone, and Jakob Lemar has permanently gone with Dambacic, and Kamba Hooper has gone out on loan. So transfers done, predictions done. Let's get in to some of the action. Did someone say goals? By God, there's a backful. What a start. Let's get into it. Let's see how the season is panning out 2 months in. We started off with a friendly at the start of July, 2-0 there, then 2-1, before we played SV Horn in the Austrian Cup first round. And you can see there, Lema and Sayed Bulabasic getting the 3-2 victory. Our first victory under my stewardship in the Austrian FA Cup. Then we played PSV's second team, which we come out on top. Albert Kutzer was a trialist. He did score, but he then got injured, and he was quite a lengthy injury, so I couldn't figure out of signing him. Not a great player, but something there. But Gabriel Francesco da Silva Lima, we're going to call him Gabriel for short, getting again on the score sheet. Before we started the season against SV Craig with a 5-1 victory there. Sabitzer getting on the score sheet. Scotty Pollock as well. What a fantastic season he is having. Again, following that, an away trip to Union Girton. 3-0 victory. Lema getting 2. Sabitzer getting 1. Then another home game against Duschen Hamburger. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but it was a 3-0 victory. Wolfsberger then, the second team, and Syed gets a hat-trick before our first loss to end a 15-game unbeaten run. I'll just reiterate that. 15 games for Sports Club Liezen, starting back from January 24. That is a hell of a run. Against Kalterstoff, a 2-1 defeat. And then we picked it back up again against Kalpenberger with a 4-0 victory. Sturm Graz, second team at home, and it was bound to happen, a boring 0-0 draw. Before LASK's amateur side come and we saw a 5-1 victory. You've seen it in the highlights, Thomas Sabitzer getting a hat-trick. Then we had Tyrol in the second round of the FA Cup. Sadly, we lost. Sabitzer there, just look above there, got sent off. Not good. Not good at all. And we finish September against Wolfsberg with a 3-1 victory. Gabriel, Pollock and Roffa getting on the score sheet. So, judging from that, you think, yeah, that's champions form. Well, I'll tell you something, in the league, says otherwise. We are third. Sports Club Liezen are third after 9 games. 7 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat. Goal difference of plus 21. That defeat has hit us, otherwise we would have been unbeaten up there with Stier. Well, what more can you ask for? Most man of matches, Thomas Sabitzer. Average rating 8.20 for Sabitzer. Assists 8 for Sabitzer, 7 for Pollock. The team is fantastic. We look at it, we see what we got. We got Valant in there. He's had an injury. He's only just come back to form. Ruckhofer, our new right back, coming in from the youth, 11 games, 20 years old, absolutely blinding. We've got Liberec and Derek in there in the midfield. Sturdy, you can't knock them. Last season's one of the top signings, and at left back, Matthias Spat is brilliant. Dominic Purcell is coming in now, 25 years old, club captain, he's in there. Couple of injuries, but he's fighting his way. This is the guy, Stefan Radakovic. Absolutely good. He is our top midfielder there. Look at that. And alright, his stats may not be great, but his performance on the field is brilliant. So he's just got to pick himself up a little injury. This guy, the English man of the team, Scotty Pollock, 23 years old. He's playing out on the left wing and he is bringing in the stats. He is getting good. So he's now, what's his form at the minute? 8 games, 3 goals at the minute. Absolute fantastic return from him. He's getting assists left, right and centre. It's good. Sarge, we've got to see him. He's our main striker. Look at that. 20 goals last season in 29 games. Signs for Borussia Dortmund. Actually, technically on a free. So that's a hell of a bit of business. I know in IRL it's something like £2,000, but for free, I'll take that. 8 games, 6 goals. In all competitions, 10 games, 8 goals. That is a true striker there. So, and he's taken the number 9 shirt this time. Gabriel, again, looking good, coming on a free. Not really prolific in the Brazilian league. He was in the Austrian league before with Southend. He's now come to me, back to Austria, 9 games, 4 goals, 5 in all competitions. Doing well. I can't argue. Andreas Brafis come in at the start of the season. He's done well. We're going to take a look at the old man, Alexandra Roffa, as well. Again, all competitions, 3 games, 5 goals, including 6 from the bench. So 9 games in total. He's due for an extra season after 10 games. So he's a good little backup striker, but his career history looks good because he has got 146 goals in all competitions, and it's starting from Sturm Graz. He's a journeyman. He's a journeyman, but I feel he can still do a job once more. Notable absence, Thomas Sabitzer. Let's have a look at him. Marcel's cousin. All competition, 10 games, 6 goals. He is the star man. Look at that. Last season, 18 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. Not a great season. All of a sudden, 8 games, 6 goals. A new lease of life for him. He is an amazing player. If you are doing a lower league Austrian save, that is a guy to do. So, there you have it. The season is underway. We are 2 months in. Where do you think we'll finish? We want top half. That's what we want. That's what we want, is top half. I'm still not getting a new stadium, but hopefully we can build it. Let's actually have a look at the supporters side of things. Social media, 9,000 followers, 178 season tickets sold. Supporters' influence on the board is high, so we've got a lot to do. Only away attendance 5, so I'm trying to build up the reputation a bit more, but hopefully we can do it. Guys, no matter what you call it, football, soccer, football, just remember, it's for the love of the game, and I'll see you next time.